on in, fam. Oh, yeah. Come on in, fam. Come on in, fam. Oh, yeah. Come on in, fam. Listen. This is a place that you can come and your voice will be heard. This is the Truth Session. And of course, me, I am your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Coming into your eye gates once again, into your eardrums with 2,400 watts of power. Come on in and join us. Listen, y'all know how we do. When you come in, take time out to share. And we're just taking a moment to share, to get things set up. We're going to have an awesome time today. We're going to be going back and dealing with part 2. For what purpose? Yes, for what purpose? And I think it would be delectable for you today. So come on in. Fam, I see you, my daughter's in the house, Tammy Green, all the way from Mississippi, the Crooked Letter State. Yeah, hey, Stephanie, head of the Mod Squad. Hey, Lavelle. Hey, Imuna. What's going on? Y'all come on in, family. Come on, family. Come on, y'all. Yes. In the Truth Session, baby, your voice will be heard. Yes, this is the place that you come. You will not be derided. You will not be criticized, dehumanized, demonized, cast to the side. But guess what? Your thoughts really matter and they really count here in the Truth Session. So come on in and sit a spell and catch up with us. Listen, we're going to be dealing with the second part of For What Purpose? I think you will enjoy it. It's going to be good. Listen again. So just take a few minutes and just kind of share a little bit. And we'll get started here in just a minute. We'll set our frequency here in just a minute, and we'll make our greetings here in just a moment. Is that all right? Listen, I love you. And I'm not remiss to say grateful gratitude for you sharing your Saturdays with us here in the Truth Session. Thank you so very kindly. And may you get that which is applicable for you, and you are able to use it in your daily walk. Is that all right? Yes. Again, I am your host with the most. I am the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. And you've been entertained by none other than the Prince of Peace, JP, and his lovely wife, KD, the songbird, and their lovely daughter, Kafira, and none other than the ensembles, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker is in the house with us today. And along with you, family, the TSF family, the Mod Squad, in the house today. Head of the Mod Squad, none other than Miss Stephanie herself, is in the house. Hey, Monique, thank you for your donation. Prince of Peace, thank you for your donation. Thank you, family, always for your donation. Donation of your monetary donations, your time that you donate. Hey, Jessica. Yes. Yes, I see you all coming on. Come on in the room. And we'll get started here shortly. Yes. TSF, the Truth Session family. That's what those acronyms stands for. TSF, Truth Session family. All right? So come on in. Give us just a few more minutes to kind of get set up. And then we're going to swing out into it, okay? We're going to set that frequency. We're going to set that frequency. All right. Come on, sounds on sound. When you come into the room, please let us know where you're hailing from, what state you're coming from, so that we can make this interconnection. Oh yeah, so that we can share this information, this energy. It's for you, for me, and for us. FUBU, for us and by us. So come on in and have an awesome time. Remember, we love the talkback system. We want to hear what you have to say. This is a dialogue and not a monologue. All right? So feel free. And there is a call-in number. There's a call-in number, 318-493-9595. I'll put that out there for you. If you want to be on live with the one, the host with the most, you can dial in at 318-493-9595. Come on, be a part of this great movement, this great happening today. All right, call-in numbers out there. Rupert, I see you in the house. Thank you for joining us. Yes, thank you. The energy is great. Thank you, Rupert. All right, fam, let's go ahead and get our frequency set, and then we can move into this. I'm not going to hold you long today. I just want to finish up, and this is going to be part 2. I think it's going to be very powerful for you. Again, for what purpose? Part 2. I think sometimes we're really unaware of what our purpose is or what purpose really is. And so we really can't dive into it in a way that it's really beneficial to us at the highest level. We're going to take it to the next level for you, for me, and for us. So let us set our frequency. Thank you, Master Teacher, for your donation. We call all things to order. We call the universe to order. We call the celestial host to order. Ibn Abba, Yah, and Wah. We call our ancestors to order. We call the divine ones to order. The seers, the hearers, the readers, the advisors. Excuse me. We call you to order. The ascended masters, we call you to order. Noble ones, we call you to order. Elders, we call you to order. The apostolic and prophetic, we call you to order. The Buddha Ram, we call you to order. We command the Kundalini to come online and come to order. We command the pineal gland to be stimulated and come to order. Facebook, we call you to order. Come on, family, reach in there. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Inotep, Umbutu, Abaragani, Amani Kaka, Amani Dada, Hola, Bonjour, Konnichiwa, Ni hao ma, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings. Come on in, family. Let's have an awesome time. Again, today, you are invited into the truth session. I am your host with the most. I am the one, the apostle, the prophet. That's right, the cosmic commander. We had an awesome holiday weekend. And I hope you guys also, we had that time off and hope that you got an opportunity to spend time with your family. And also, in the same breath, we want to say to all of you all that are celebrating your solar return, your birthday, your Earth Day, whatever you're celebrating, we want to just wish you the greatest happiness and success in that particular realm. All right, fam? Gratitude. Thank you for joining us. We've been having a very powerful time here in the truth session. So now we're going to get into this second part of what purpose, for what purpose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this time to share one more time. And if you guys can join me in sharing one more time, and then I'm going to jump into this. Is that okay? Hey, number one, KP is in the house. Hey, Queen, what's going on? Awesome to see your face in the place. It's always a pleasure. It's always very encouraging. I see you, Jimmy Mack, 217, Black Jesus in the house. All right. Okay. Now, again, of course, what we're dealing with is for what purpose. And I want to start out again with this quote that I gave you guys the last time. Let me put this back out there again by, of course, none other than Edmund Burke. Okay? And we're going to move into this. Is that all right? Okay. Cool. All right. Here we go. Let me put this out there for you. Okay. It is a beautiful day out today. The sun is doing its thing, as always. Can you guys see that? Okay, let me read that for your hearing. Is that okay? All right. Listen to this. Nobody made a greater mistake than he who what? Did nothing because he could do only a little. I want you to hear that because we're dealing with purpose, okay? Because we're dealing with purpose. I really want you to hear this and download it. Just put it in your spirit and just kind of mull over it, okay? Again, nobody made a greater mistake than he who what? Did nothing because he could only do what? Little. Please note that all we have is a little. Each one of us have a particle of the whole. We have a piece of the whole. That's all of us have. None of us have it all. There is no one individual that has it all. And if they're trying to convince you of that, they're using trickery and deceit, and they're only going to mislead you. We all have a part to play in this. You have a part. I have a part. I can't complete fully what I have to do without you doing your part. So purpose. Let's get to purpose. Let's talk about this. let's deal with this. Okay? Let's deal with this. I want to take a quick look at and just kind of play around with this word for a second here. Purpose. Kind of just play around with it for a second here. I want you to look at the prefix in that. Y'all see the prefix in that? Right? Right. Per. But if you really put it, look what it becomes. What is it? It becomes pure. So in the word purpose, you're going to get the word what? Pure. So in your purpose is your ability to be purely who and what you are. That means that you are the sum of your purpose. You are the sum of your purpose. You are the pure sum of your what? Purpose. Oh man, that's powerful. Because you have to understand everything that has to be done in this particular construct, in this matrix, in this RAM, is purely and solely upon who? You. Yes, that's right. It's solely purely upon you. Purpose. Look at that root word. Root word is a very powerful word too. What is the root word? Pose. Say it again. Pose. So in the word purpose, you're going to get the word pose. What does pose? Pose have a number of meanings. Pose, meaning that you could pose. Profile, you could. So in your purpose is you posing. Posing as who? Come on here, say it again. You. So your purpose is solely centered around you posing as you and no one else. Because guess what? No one can beat you being you because you're what? Purely you. You are the pure substance of you. Please hear me, because I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you to know that you are designed to do a certain thing. You have for what? Say it again. Potential. You have potential. Potential actually goes into this word right here. Pose. Potential actually goes into the word pose. Because the word pose, actually, the word purpose is also the word pose. Do etymology on it. It is the word propose. What is a propose? To propose is to what? To ask a question or to suggest a thing, right? Okay, now, when you get to potential, this is very important, family, please listen, because when you get to potential, you're going to get to the word in what? Intent. Say it again. Intent. You're going to get to the word intent. Intent is very important because purely you have a what? An intent, because intent is the prefix or the root in the word what? Intention. Right. You have to be what? Intentional. Yeah. I remember meeting Dr. Brayboy some years ago, and she was always talking about, I'm intentional. I'm intentional. 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 She was always spewing that word out, and it stuck with me. It got in me. So intention. Intention is always based upon your, you say it again? Purpose. It is always, intent is always your what? It's your purpose. Right? Because you're proposing a thing. And when you propose a thing, it means that you have what? Intention. The intent to do something. So potential then lends us to the ideal that somewhere in the future, we're going to what? Accomplish something. And there's a saying that we have here. We say somewhere in the future, I look better then than I do right now, right? Because I have what? Potential. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because in this critical hour that we're in right now, family, everybody needs to begin to focus on their purpose, because your purpose have what? Intentions. Yes. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Just the word purpose. For what purpose then? For what purpose are you here? What is your purpose? What are you designed to do? What is your divine calling? What is it? Why are you here? Are you focused on it? Now, here's what's important. Some of us have activated, and we have an understanding, an understanding, overstanding, and surroundstanding of our purpose, but then there are those of us that don't. So it needs to be what? Activated to understand that it's purely you. That who's the most important one? You. You are important to me. And hopefully I am important to you. And hopefully what I'm saying is important enough for you to grasp it, to hear it, to download it, and to begin to move in your potential, and to move what? With intent. Because why? There is something that you have to do that someone is waiting on you to do. I know it may seem, hard-fetched or far-fetched, but you got to do it. I'm submitting to you today that who you've been called to be and what you've been designed to do, you must accomplish that, because someone is waiting on you. Because why? Because we're all interconnected. We all need each other. Again, I cannot do fully what I have to do without you being intentional, without you understanding your purpose, without you proposing a thing. I need your proposal. I need to know what your intent is so that we can complete what it is that we need to complete. Because purpose is very, purpose is very important. Purpose is very important. I know sometimes we just use the word and say, well, I really don't understand what my purpose is, or really, do I really have a purpose? Yes. I want to say to you today, yes. And I need you to fulfill your purpose. Now, when we start dealing with our purpose, and I want to kind of just slow this down a little bit, and I'm not going to keep you long. I just need you to hear me, and you hear me well. Purpose deals with what? Position. Say it again. Position. Purpose deals with what? Position. Position. Your purpose is centered around your what? Position. Say it again. Position. Your purpose is primarily centered around how you are positioned. See, when you are positioned properly, and we're going to get back to this because I gave you all some information in terms of what happens when we are properly aligned with the universe. I put that out there quickly again, and we'll go through that again, and then we're going to move through this, and I'm going to turn you loose. But why am I saying this? Because purpose isn't of any value without, say it again, without position. You have to be properly positioned to understand your, yes, that's true too. To understand your value too, but you have to be what? In position because of your what? Your purpose. Okay? If that's value, you're correct, Katie. I love it when we talk back. We're talking in the studio, you all, and it's okay for you all to talk on the timeline, and we can pick that information up off the timeline, right? Let me see if you all are saying something. Hey, Kizzy, Mod Squad. Okay. Yeah, everybody okay? Everybody good? Hey, Rosalind. Yes. Rosalind Severin McLean, you all check her out, man. She got some nice books. Hey, Tracy, the Mod Squad. Y'all good? Everybody good? Okay. Now, let me move on because I'm not going to keep you today. Now, when we begin to deal with this positioning, look at what we're dealing with. We're dealing with what? Positioning, potential, purpose, right? What else we're dealing with? Intent, pose, intent, pure. Look at all what we're dealing with. This is very important for us if we're going to make our journey and take our journey the right way. We're going to understand purpose. And I want you to understand that each and every one of you that are on this timeline right now, time present, you are important to me. I'm important to you and those that will be listening later. According to our algorithms, listen to this, family. According to our algorithm, we're reaching over 20-some million people. Let me say this to you again. So when you're sitting on the timeline, don't think that there isn't anything happening, but you are moving the algorithms. You are sharing, and people are looking and listening because what? The information is very important. So take that little bit that you got and leaven it and make it a whole lump. Make it grow. Make it expand. Make it esoteric. Because why? All power is within your hand. Yes, it is. It's within your hand. I want you to know that you are of utmost importance. You don't have to be on the stage with the bright lights, but you can be in the background and you'll be doing more work than those that are on the stage with the bright lights. Because those, I submit to you, that are on the stage with the bright lights are there because of what you are doing behind the scene. Because why? You're with intent, because you understand your purpose, because purely you have become who you're supposed to be. Oh, you'll hear me, and you'll hear me well. So now, let me put this back out there and let's move right along, okay? Okay. For those of you that were in the last session with me, you got this. And so we're going to put this back out here again quickly and read over it. And we're going to move on. All right. And we're going to develop this thought. Is that okay? Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. Here we go. Y'all got that? Bammo. Y'all got that? Okay. Here we go. Now, when the universe aligns, remember we talked about this, when the universe aligns, there is a unifying articulation of what? Thoughts, ideals, concepts, and the likes that are released to those that are in tune with its divine design purpose or purposes, right? Here we go back with what? Say it again. Here we go back with what? Purpose. When you are aligned and in tune with the universe, when you are in what? When you are in tune with the what? When you're in tune with the universe, when you're in tune with who? Say it again. When you're in tune with yourself, come on here. The universe gives a certain kind of what? Articulation. But here's the thing about the articulation. The articulation is so powerful that it's not just coming through one individual. Are you listening to me? When you are in tune with the universe begins to speak through every mouth that is aligned with it. However, the conversations will have variance to it, correct? There will be variations, but there will be a common what? Thread that runs through it, and everyone will have the ability to hear what they need to hear to develop within them what needs to be developed, or what needs to be activated, or what needs to be seen, or what needs to be heard, or felt for that matter, right? Because we're beginning to understand what? Purpose, because we're what? In tune with who? Isn't that amazing? It's all about self. It's all about you. Okay? Now, you can pick up on where we dealt with this particular thought in last session, okay? Now, for those of you that haven't went to my YouTube page yet and subscribed, please do so. Put the YouTube page out there also, please, Stephanie. You can find us on YouTube. It's going to be the THE, separate word, 1 ONE, exclamation point. Okay, that's how you find us. You got to put it in like that. Okay, THEE, separate word, 1 ONE, exclamation point. Okay, that's YouTube. Please, if you haven't had an opportunity to go and subscribe, please go and do that. Okay, hit the bell, like, describe. Okay, all right. Excuse me. Everybody good? Yes. Okay, now we also kind of talked about this on some level. Let me put this thought out there. Okay, we're moving right along. I know this is a Saturday. I know it's summertime. I know it's hot outside. And you want to get out and enjoy yourself, so I'm not going to keep you. But I think it's pertinent that we understand some level of purpose. And I'm not saying that this is a complete element of it. I'm saying this is the portion and part that I have. Okay? And I'm sharing it with you. Okay. Now, listen to this. This is very important for you to grasp and download, okay? You hear me? And you hear me well. Okay, family? All right. Now, discourse is a result of not being in alignment nor in tune with the design purpose of the universe. So, there is conflict with individuals, persons, groups, etc. And if you notice, there is conflict with various groups out here, with various people, various individuals that are in conflict one with the other. Why is that happening? Why is discourse happening? What does discourse really mean? What does that really mean, Master Teacher? When we start talking about discourse.
It means to be taken off the divine path.
Right. Taken off the divine path, discourse. Taken off taken away from your what? Purpose. Your purpose. Discourse. It also means to what? To intermingle and intertangle what? With chaos and confusion. Discourse. Okay? So we're in discourse. So we're arguing and bickering and fighting with one another as opposed to coming together and solving the problem. Having conflict what? Resolution. Thank you, KD. As opposed to having conflict what? Resolution. We're not having conflict resolution. We're not trying to get to the place where we can all begin to fulfill our purpose, understanding our divine destiny. And these are conversations that we really need to have, because discourse can no longer take the place of us coming together and being in tune.
Right.
What are we trying to do? We're trying to come in tune with who?
Self.
Say it again.
Self.
With yourself. You can only achieve harmony and balance with others when you have achieved it with who? Say it again. With yourself. So in this particular equation, who is the most important person? You. Say it again. You. The focus is upon you and no one else. Because if you begin to focus on yourself, guess what'll happen? The discourse will cease. Because you're becoming in. Say it. Say it again. Because you're becoming in tune. One of the reasons why y'all hear live background music is that it provides harmony and balance so that you can get in tune with your, yeah. We're not doing it solely for the purpose of entertainment, but we're doing it so that you can get in what? Tune with who? With yourself, because who? What's most important? Say it again. You. You are. I want to give you praise today. I want to worship you today. I want to tell you how important you are today. I want to tell you that nothing can be achieved without us becoming in tune with who? With self. I need you to become in tune with you. Are you with me? All right. I can feel y'all. Let me check the timeline real quick and we're going to move on. I see you, Kizzy. Yes, me. You couldn't find it on YouTube? Rupert, we'll make sure that you get it. We'll make sure that you get it, okay? Tammy says the universe puts you in tune with you or in a metrical rhythm. Yes. Yes, Lavelle, your self-communication. Yes. Yes, peer position. Yes, Kizzy. Yes. Come on, family. Excuse me. Excuse me, family. My sinuses are doing their own thing. Yes. Yes, in tune. Turn inward, self. Yes, Kizzy. Okay, let me put this other thought out here for you guys, and we're moving right along. Is everybody okay? Okay. Okay, can you guys see that? All right. Now, we just talked about discourse as a result of not being in alignment nor in tune with the design purpose of the universe, right? So, there is conflict with individuals, persons, groups, etc. But I go on to say, therefore, not being in alignment with the design purpose of the universe, it creates competition among the collective. Thusly, division begins and authentic relationships will not and cannot be properly established. I'll say that again. Listen, and you'll hear me well, because this is very important for us to begin to really strategize around our purpose. right? And get in tune with who? With ourselves, with us. And once we're in tune with us, it will allow us to bring about what? Harmony and balance, so that we can come in relations, proper alignment with what? Others, other persons, individuals, groups, etc. Okay? Now, therefore, not being in alignment with the design purpose of the universe, it creates what? Competition among the collective. It creates competition. Now, one of the reasons why we're in competition is because we've bought into the Darwinism, the Darwin theory of the survival of the fittest, that everything is in competition against its components and other parts. That's not true. Nature is not in conflict with itself. In the animal kingdom, there is no conflict. There is not competition among them. Are you listening to me? There is a process by which all things operate according to the divine purpose of the universe. Right? Okay, so the lion is not in competition with the cheetah. The cheetah is not in competition with the leopard. They're not in competition. What they're actually doing is fitting in the ecological system so that it remain balanced. Each one of them take their portion of what it is that they're supposed to take their portion of, so that everything remain balanced. Okay? You just take a minute and think about it. Just take a minute and think about how everything fits within its purpose. And when it follows its divine purpose, then everything flows properly, because why? Now it is in what? Tune. What am I saying to you? We're the same way. We shouldn't be in competition with each other. We shouldn't be at discourse. We're in discourse because why? We're not in tune. But once, I promise you, you become in tune with yourself, then you will be able to establish relationships based off of better promises. You'll establish relationships with people that you never thought that you can establish relationships with. Whether it be an amicable relationship, harmonious relationship, whatever relationship it may be, right? You'll be able to establish it. Okay? Because why? Now you're in tune with who? With you. With yourself. Purpose. For what purpose? Okay? Again, when we come into alignment, we're going to stop the competition. We have competitions in marriages. Marriages are destroyed because why? Husband and wife are in competition. Why? Because they bought into what? Darwinism. Then when you look in the job market, you have people competing for jobs, trying to what? Outdo each other, to the point that they're willing to destroy each other by what? Divulging information that should never be told. Right? To destroy a person, to destroy what? Their personality, to destroy their ability to advance themselves. What? Competition. Competition is very destructive. Are you listening to me? You'll hear me and you'll hear me well. It doesn't take competition, no. It takes you understanding your right? Because no one can beat you being, say it again. No one can beat you being you. Which means that because you are purely who you are, that means that no one can ever top you or stop you. Only you can, because you don't understand what? Your intent or your intention or intentions, right? Talk to me. You see that? So the problem is not someone else. Invariably, then the problem lies within who? You. Because you haven't internalized who you really are. You don't understand your what?
Position.
Your position. So you can't understand your what? Your nor your purpose. Are you with me? Just give me a few more minutes, kind of just cake this up for you. I'll cake this up for you. Let me check the timeline. Yes, Rupert. Yes. You can bet your bottom dollar it does. Yes. Okay. Last thought for you here. Now, listen to this. This is very important to catch. I need you to catch this. Okay? Remember, there is a call-in number. 318-493-9595 if you have a question. If you have a comment. If you want to be on live with the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, you're more than welcome to, okay? Now, you guys see that? Is it out there? Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, listen to this. This is very important to hear. There is no such thing as a lone wolf. When people come up with inventions, they didn't just come up with them by themselves. There was some interaction with someone or something that activated the ability for them to tap into that knowledge. There's no such thing as a lone wolf. Let's move away from that kind of thought processing. Again, there is no such thing as a lone wolf. We are all connected. Interstellar. What do I mean? Why do I say interstellar? Interstellar is very important to understand because it is the space between objects. It is having the ability to grasp and understand your position in space and time. So that means you have to begin to understand your what? Intention, your purpose. Why are you you? Why are you designed to do a specific thing? It's important for you now to turn inward, as Kizzy mentioned earlier, for you to turn inward and find the what? You, who is the, you what? You, nah, what? Verse. You are the what? The verse. Which comes back to Rupert. Which comes back to Rupert because you are the universe. There's records that are kept, excuse me, of you in the universe. Right? We call them what? Say it again. Hemispheres. We call them hemispheres. Where are they? Excuse me. Where are they? They're where? Right? So if they're here, then we can talk about what being inner what? Stellar. Come on with me. We could talk about being what? Interstellar, because there are spaces and places within your universe that you have not what? Explored. You haven't boldly gone where no one has gone before. And that place that you haven't boldly gone is where? Within who? You. Oh, man. Isn't that wonderful? That this is about who? Say it again. It's about you. So let me go ahead and read this particular statement. There's no such thing as a lone wolf. We are all interconnected, interstellar. All components and parts must work where? Together. Say it again. Together. They must work together. As if they were an assembly line. Each one has its assignment as well as collective duty responsibilities. Did y'all catch that? Right? Thank you, Rupert. Rupert said he's in the right place. Okay. Now, let me do this again because it's very important. You'll hear me and you'll hear me well. Listen. There is no such thing as a lone wolf. We're all connected, interstellar. All components and parts must do what? Work together as if they were a assembly line. Each one has its assignment as well as collective duty responsibility. Each one of us have a specific purpose or assignment, right? But then we have a collective duty. That means that we have the duty to come together collectively as a whole to get certain things done. There are symbiotic relationships. There are relationships that we establish for the purpose of solely getting certain things done, and then we may never see each other ever again in our lives. Symbiotic relationship. The animal kingdom does that well. Symbiotic relationship. And then what? We have amicable relationship. What is that? That's the harmonious, outgoing, friendly relationship that we establish. And then we have what? Intimate relationships that are closer, that are more based upon your affections or your feelings towards someone or something, right? So we get into these relationships. So again, it's very important for us to begin to understand collectively versus individualism. Yes, there's the things that we must do individually. Individually, when we understand that portion of what it is that we're supposed to be doing, then we act as a component or a part of the whole. For example, if you look at the Ford car assembly line, they put the frame on the conveyor. And then as the frame passes down the conveyor, someone is putting the door on, right? Someone is putting a screw in somewhere. Someone may be putting a trunk on somewhere, right? Right? Check this out. So you have to see this. So that means that if someone neglect to do their part, then the vehicle is not going to do what? Function properly, right? This is what's happening to us in the universe. Because we have neglected to do our part of the assembly line, many of us are malfunctioning. Many of us are what? Dysfunctional. We have what? Dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional families, dysfunctional marriages. Why? Because along your journey, somebody didn't put a screw in somewhere. Someone may have not put the trunk on. Why? Because we neglected to understand that we play an important role and part of each one of our lives collectively. Yes, individually we must be in tune with ourselves, but becoming in tune with ourselves gives us the ability to bring about balance and harmony throughout the universe with others so that they can complete themselves, so that they take their journey the right way. Let us help each other take our journey the right way. I close with this information. Connectivity is based upon your ability to hear transmissions. I said again. Connectivity is based upon your ability to hear transmissions. For example, from the universe, from individuals, from persons, from groups, etc. Are you in tune? Are your ears in tune? Are your eyes aligned? Do they have the ability to bring things into sight? It's all based upon our connectivity. How are we connecting with each other? Once we remove the stench of competition and bring in the ability to collectively come together and work together, individually and collectively, that we may get the job done and save all mankind. That humanity may save all mankind. Who me? I'm your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. I'm just reporting, and it's up to you to decide. You've just finished up another truth session. Gratitude for your time. Gratitude for your participation. Gratitude for your donations. Thank you all that are donated. Those of you that are here for the first time, gratitude for you sharing with us. Gratitude for you stopping in. Those of you that will be coming in later on and watching from all over the world, listen, with one love, I say I love you here in the truth session. Let me check this timeline and we're going to get you out of here. Kizzy says, right, the tree is a perfect example of the role the tree has. The roots connected your earth, and then there's the trunk, and then there are the branches, and in the branches there are the leaves, but they are all one tree. Yes, indeed, Kizzy. Great thought. Yes, just like the sun shines during the day and the moon at night, both needed but working together at different times, but yet in the same day. Yes, Kizzy. Great thought. Yes, Monique says, know your purpose so you can get in where you fit in. Time and place. Yes, Monique. I hear you, Tracy. Love, respect. Lavelle says intentions. Yes, the Akashic Records, Rupert. Harmony and balance. I hear you, Lavelle. Hey, Dominica. I hear you, Tracy. Love, you teaching apostle. Listen, shout out to the Mod Squad. Yes, we're gonna burn you out of jail, Tracy Love. All right, fam. Ashe, Rupert. They posted the link for you, Rupert. Hope you can get it. All right, family. All right, family, listen. I've come to that space and place and time where I must say, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate on it. But by all means, do what? Cover yourselves accordingly. This is your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Eternal light. One love. Eternal light. Peace. Power. Prosperity. And good health. Shalom Aleichem Mishpachah. Peace be upon you, family. Until next time.